Hi everybody, TFT Tarot for today, Divine Dabblings with Sassy Girl and Mr. O. This is my little precious Sassy. Hello baby. Sometimes known as Sunny's sister. You are so sweet and adorable, I love you. Just want everybody to get a glimpse of my baby. All right, well, welcome to the Emotional Exchanges, everyone, and I'm here to kind of guide us through the emotional exchanges for the next week or so, that week being from today, Friday, November 4th, till next Thursday, that's the 10th. And this is an emphasis on relationships and love, and so I'm going to flip the script a little bit, and I'm going to do something different. I'm going to read for the entire Zodiac 2 cards. So that'll be 2 cards for Aries, 2 cards for Taurus, 2 cards for Sagittarius. And so therefore, I am about to begin. Your first card will be what is the romantic relationship, love-oriented opportunity for this week. And then the second card will be the challenge in that. All right, so hold on. I'm going to grab the cards and get them warmed up. Okay, Aries. What is the romantic opportunity? And it's the Page of Cups, the Page of Flutes. Well, this is definitely a romantic opportunity of some sort, an opportunity. It says the Daydreamer, and I think that this card really relates to the idea of somebody who is definitely seeing the arrival of romantic possibilities for them, or that they are actually themselves hoping to move forward and embrace them. Now, the challenge card will be drawn from the bottom of the deck in each case. And that card is, of course, Death, Major Arcana 13, the End. So the challenge may be that there is so much change going on between relationships that this may dull or mar the opportunity. It sounds to me almost like a person who may be moving from a set of relationships, hopefully, to another set of relationships. So there's an opportunity, but the challenge really is moving out of the other relationship. Okay, so then Taurus. The opportunity, it says King of Flutes, the single dad. And the single dad kind of idea is maybe, like the Page of Cups, this is the King of Cups. He may be a little bit older, a little bit wiser, but he's still looking to be interesting in a love-like way, even though he may have the baggage of being a single dad. I know that's not really baggage, but his opportunity, or that opportunity, sort of presents itself here, that they have responsibilities to be in charge of other aspects, other people who they may be responsible for, children or others. What is the challenge? The challenge is the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Rings. It says the first date. The challenge may be really in getting it started, getting to that point of a first date, that when you are a single dad, or you are a caretaker, or you have an opportunity, but you also have some little limitations on that opportunity. The challenge really is getting to the first date, making it happen. So that's something for you Tauruses to figure out. And then we move to the Gemini. And Gemini has the Magician, also known as the Contestant, their first card. So Geminis, maybe their challenge is realizing, not their challenge, their opportunity is realizing that they're suddenly very magical. They have all the elements of a magical thing happening right at their fingertips. They could probably snap their fingers and pull the next romantic interest out of their hat. So it's kind of an interesting thought there, I suppose. What is the challenge? The challenge is the Three of Wands. It says next destination. The next destination for the Magician may really result with them saying there needs to be better plan, that you've actually only brought yourself thus far, and that despite all of the opportunities with your magical nature, you have to have maybe more of a plan for what you're going to be doing romantically. And maybe you haven't spent enough time thinking about that. You've spent more time on your look or your other personality aspects, but not on what the game plan could be. So think about that. All right then, Cancer, you have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups, Cancer. How nice for you. It sounds like the opportunity is there maybe to really move into a loving situation. It almost sounds like maybe it's a ready-made family, but maybe it's just somehow the most comfortable, familiar kind of relationship potential. And you know, I'm emphasizing these cards in terms of their romantic possibility, but these could be people who are just having challenges and opportunities in the love they already have. This could be about somebody with a family situation, and their opportunity is really how to bring it all together, the proposal. I mean, there you have it. So what is the challenge, though? The challenge is the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Rings in this deck. Like the Page of Cups, there is a need to move towards something, and maybe this page says the challenge is to take off the blinders a little bit. It says the Optimist. Maybe these people, the Cancers, the challenge is not feeling too much that it's a sure thing, because it seems like it was, as I said, ready built. Maybe it really is about the planning. I'm hearing it a little bit with some of the other signs. All right, so then to Leo, the opportunity, it's the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands, well, that's the Queen of Roses here. It says the Beauty Queen. The opportunity is that for Leos, you are sultry, you are sexy, you are able to project a really great image for those seeking a relationship, those seeking to further a relationship, that kind of thing, especially romantic, especially just even more being glamorous and beautiful. That's the opportunity. You are there at that point where you can do that. But the challenge is the Knight of Rings, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles, it says the late bloomer. The Knight of Pentacles, as the challenge says, that although the opportunities are there, you're more inclined to being cautious, or the circumstances around you, Leo, will say be cautious. And so there is always the idea that you could not be moving necessarily fast enough to do what is necessary in the broadening of relationships or creation of one. So you have to think about that, because maybe you are matching your speed to what you know you can do, but it may be a challenge because you may have to sync with others and their expectations of timeliness and how it's happening. All right, so then from Leo we go to the Virgo, and Virgo has the Five of Cups. It says, a cake. Sorry, I'm the worst. I fucked up. Mr. O doesn't like to use bad language, but the opportunity, I think, for Virgos is to realize you can make amends somehow. You can look at what you let slip away and maybe try to pull something together from what is still left. That's the traditional Five of Cups there. But what is the challenge? And the challenge is the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Rings, hometowns. So it's kind of interesting because it's the challenge is maybe whatever this was about, maybe that person that was affected, or maybe the situation was affected, revolves around the idea of stability and security, and what you did that screwed it up wasn't quite that. You didn't understand perhaps where the other's feelings about protection or security in a relationship came from. And so maybe you have to keep that in mind, that in order to rebuild the trust that may have failed from this situation, Virgo, you have to really be considerate of their needs for their security. And this could be talking mostly about dating. It may not be talking about having a nice, safe house or career. It may just be talking about the security of the relationship. Okay, Virgo, so then we go to Libra. And Libra has the Six of Cups. It says butterflies, Six of Cups. Libra, the opportunity may be coming that maybe something that you thought wasn't making it had escaped or was a part of a past. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but maybe somebody from the past is reaching out to you. It's an opportunity, and of course it may be giving you butterflies. Maybe there was a situation once before and you're not sure how you feel about that. It makes you feel a little bit nervous, but it represents your opportunity to maybe try and go back to what you thought was really butterfly-like, magical in its own way, transformative in its own way. So what is the challenge despite that? It is the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Roses. It says leap of faith. And maybe this is saying really this is the kind of thing that this opportunity may only present itself for a short time. And the challenge for you is to decide if you are ready for this opportunity. It's a leap of faith maybe to go back to a situation that makes you a little queasy, but maybe it was something really great once upon a time. Libras, you have some ambiguity to clear up in your life. All right. Water sign, Scorpio. And Scorpio, oh my goodness, you have the Nine of Swords. Blindsided, it says. You're sad. Your opportunity maybe is realizing that you have spent enough time in regret about the past, and that maybe you should find ways to get over that. You know, the past has had too much of a cling to you. If it's not the past, it's just a bad situation that you cannot affect, that you cannot change. And it may be about your own relationship, it may be about others' relationships, but something here presents a sadness that you can't quite get away from. Maybe now, though, is the opportunity to look into this more and figure it out. So what is that challenge then? And the challenge is the Four of Wands, the Mansion. This is the party card for TFT, as you know, if you've been here before. We love this card. And in this context for Scorpios, this may be saying that the challenge here is really coming up with the right plan to make somebody happy. And I don't know, this is a little confusing. I get the feeling like it's not even necessarily about yourself, because that's typical of the Nine of Swords there. So in that opportunity of something regretful that you feel bad about or that bothers you, is the idea that you should focus on something that really does have the will to win, to get better. Your challenge is to take something that maybe have regrets and really focus it towards the mansion. I don't know, that's a big challenge for Scorpio, I think. That's a big challenge for anybody. So from the Scorpio, we go to Sagittarius. And it's the Chariot, the limo. Your challenge, really, I think, Sagittarius, is just to find the motivation and the ability to really set forth your plans, pull them together. It may be that this challenge indicates that there are some disparate forces that you are uniting here. You are uniting forces to travel off in a new direction, or at least the challenge says you should be trying to do that. That's the opportunity. I'm sorry, I keep saying that. What is the challenge, though, is camera guy, 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Rings, camera guy. The challenge really is being able to truly find all of that skill, all of that knowledge, all of that ability to maybe work with other people like a camera guy would have to do to get that opportunity off the ground. Okay, Sagittarius, Capricorn, the opportunity, Ace of Cups, the first kiss, it says. Capricorn, you have an opportunity here. You have an opportunity for something new to begin. You know it, you see it. It's new love, it's something new. If you're already in a relationship, you're taking it to some other level, or you're creating something big for the relationship. But what is the challenge? It's Judgment, 20, the rose ceremony. The challenge is maybe there is a decision that is both important, life-shattering, critical even, that you have to put your all into it. Something is changing big, even though it's just starting. Something is really big about this big new relationship or big change to a relationship. And you may never be the same again, Capricorns. You have to choose wisely. You have to go with the interest of what the actual relationship is about, not necessarily what you think it's about. Aquarius. Bingo! Major Arcana 7, the Lovers. Aquarius, your challenge may be that you truly don't know which way to go in love or in a specific relationship. It may not be about choosing between people like a triangle, but it could be. It could also be about what really is critical in the relationship in terms of really making a life or death change, a change that has big implications, one way, right way, one way, wrong way. What is the challenge with this opportunity? And it's the Two of Swords fighting kangaroos 2-on-1, but it's another sign of duality, a 2 here, a 2 there, the Lovers in a way. And I think the challenge here is really not making the decision rashly. The Two of Swords says you don't really know enough yet. There may be something else you still need to know or understand or resonate with. So choose wisely, but choose when it is right to do that. And then finally, we close with Pisces. And Pisces, you have the 8 of Swords. In your head, in your head. Okay, we're not zombies here, Pisces, but maybe the idea is your opportunity is to realize that in the way of love and relationships, you may be feeling trapped in something emotionally, but maybe it's not really true. Maybe you need to think about where you are letting yourself be trapped. Is that a challenge? Well, the challenge really then is, of course, the Empress, the Bachelorette here. And as a challenge, perhaps in a relationship, you have not put yourself as the most important part of your half of the relationship. The nurturing self-care things, the things about yourself that you need to empower in this relationship so you don't feel you're trapped or imprisoned. You need to clarify exactly what is going on in the relationship from your part, where you stand, and how you will take care of yourself in this relationship. And I think that's a wonderful way to end our Zodiac here. So I'm going to close one final time with a sassy shot. I hope I can get this right here. Let's move the camera over a little bit. There's my little girl. There's my girl. Hello, Sassy. You stayed with me all the way through. Thanks, everybody, for coming to the Emotional Exchanges. This is me and Sassy saying, until next time, bye-bye.